I got broads in Atlanta, just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
Hello, can you see me anymore? Happy birthday to you, America. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Murphy, chill out. And thank you guys, whoever may be there, whomever may not be there. I am here and I'm happy to be here. And by God, I'm glad that I'm able to be here. So thank you all to everybody. I, you know, I don't have anything necessarily pre-planned. What I'm gonna do is just tell some stories, go over the last of the year in way of this social media journey because it's not just YouTube or this platform. It's not what I'm limited to, and it took me a little while to realize that, and we'll get into that a little bit. But just thank you to everybody out there that subscribed. I really appreciate it. Um, you know, we'll get into that in a second also. Do I have the most subscribers? Did I make a goal of getting like the most subscribers? No. Am I disappointed in having a low number of subscribers, depending on what you consider a low number? No. Because I've realized why I'm here. What I'm supposed to do. I'm just supposed to be myself. That's it. That's how I got here in the first place. All right. So I got here because I wanted to share my knowledge of primarily sports cards and talk about the hobby because, well, if you watched any of my earlier videos, my earlier shorts, I obviously I've got plenty. Plus, I've got more, but that's another story. Anyway, so yeah, I really like sports cards, sports collectibles, basketball, primarily basketball. I'd say that football and basketball are close, but honestly, they're not just because I've been a Chiefs fan since I've been in Kansas City. So, long time, 30 plus years. It's not like I just fucking found these guys after they won a few Super Bowls, nothing like that. But anyway, that's neither this nor that. I don't want to get too far from the weeds. That's not what I'm doing. But I do want to, before I do go off and tell some stories, including about the hat I'm wearing. It's a little weathered, it's a little old. It's one of the original MAGA hats. This hat, if it could talk, it could tell some tales. It can't talk, so I'm going to speak for it on its behalf. And you're wondering why I'm over here wearing a tank top. Well, I just got out of the shower right now. It's a little warm. Yeah, the AC's on, but the way that I have my vents open and closed, I have one that's right above me, but I don't like it being open. So because it, I just don't like it being open. I don't know what else to tell you. It's my fucking vent. It's my AC. I pay for it. Okay. Let's not get in an argument about my AC. It's my AC. I realized that I owe a lot of other people a lot of gratitude, a lot of thanks, and in no specific order, by no means. I'm just, everybody that I've had the opportunity to work with, whether it be from Water Guy TV, from Broad Sports Radio, from Angry Me Productions, from Hickory. I just want to say thank you to everybody, honestly, for helping me along and helping me and showing me some things and allowing me to be a part of your shows and to get to know you and to get to love you, and that means a lot, you know and like I've said before, not only to you guys but to my own children, and doesn't matter, family, we'll just say family in general. you know Family doesn't always get along. Family fights, all right. Family disagrees. It happens. People disagree. We all know this. So, but family sticks together, and family sticks together. All right. Unless you got like a fucked up family like the Kardashians or some shit, and that's just my opinion on that. That's another shit show, kind of fucking strange family dynamic that I'm not real familiar with, so I can't really speak to it. But I'll keep my opinion about that to myself. Oh man. But no, you know, working with a lot of these other guys and a lot of these other channels, and I don't want to put myself in a box. And I think that's what I did originally, just by trying to stick with sports cards. It's a real niche market, and at the same time, there's so much other things I want to talk about other than sports cards. Even though I can fucking sit here and talk about sports cards all fucking day, autographs, fucking football, baseball, basketball, hockey, major league, whatever, tennis. Fuck, talk about shit that I used to actually play at the same time. Yeah, I could talk to a lot of things. Just because I might not be the most athletic human being in the world currently doesn't mean that at one point in my time in life that I wasn't. And I'm not gonna go back and fucking tell you about all the shit I did in high school. I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not LeBron James. I don't keep my high school trophies. Oh shit. LeBron's a punk anyway. So are a lot of these other guys that stand up for him. I don't mean to diss other channels, and I'm not gonna name other channels, but it's like I think it's Goofy Goat Kingdom or something. I don't remember what it was. Goading Love Kingdom. I don't know. It was some cracked out looking dude with a do rag. I don't know. The dude was funny. I think it's comedy. I don't know. I see a lot of people try to play that narrative though, and I'll just say this: since I do talk about sports and talk to sports, and since I do know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. But check this out. You're full of shit. Whatever your name is over there. I don't even remember. Fucking Goofy. I reached out to you a couple times over on another social media platform, and like this, and by no means does cursing reflect intellect. You know, if I want to curse, it's because I want to curse. That's my right. That's what I want to do. Don't get mad about it. It's okay. We don't have to. We don't have to get mad about cursing. That's semantics. Now, I'm cursing at somebody and saying things specifically to them, we can speak to that in a different way. But there again, there's got to be context to it. But anyway, I responded a couple times. I want to talk about baseball or basketball with them, with anybody actually. And you know, when you try to bring up another person, and your tactic is bringing somebody up by taking somebody down, and then you isolate one person, and that person happens to be the greatest player of all time, and then you want to tell people that actually have seen this man playing. I actually met this man one time in Orlando at the All-Star game when I lived in Florida. You can I'm very, very public. You can find me wherever. I'm not unlisted or anything. I'm not a little scary little nary little bitch. I'm not calling you a scary little nary little bitch or anything. I'm just saying. But yeah, back to why I'm here. I already shouted out to the channels. You can find the links in the description of my channel. And once again, if I have to reiterate in case you can't read, which 1 in 4 fucking people can't, I'm gonna go ahead and round the way I round because it makes more sense that way. Because there's not a fucking third of a person. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and call it a whole person. 78, 75. Okay, we got fucking no. 1 in every 4 people can't read, fuckers. And if you get a chance, watch that episode that I just uploaded, since I got a strike for it, even though it's completely accurate. It's funny to me because you can't talk about something that happened in regards to a specific illness, and then you do speak about it with facts and prove it, and somehow you get a strike, and other people talk about it and they don't because they got more subscribers. That's just you being biased. Then you reach out and prove your point, and you still don't want to listen. So I put the episode back up because I am absolutely right. And if I'm right, you stick to your guns. That's metaphorical, algorithm. Metaphorical. And once again, entertainment purposes, if that's what you want to call it. And at the same time, it's meant to be educational to a degree. You know, I'm not going to tell you to go out and gamble or bet or anything. But if I decide to say, hey, I think so and so team is going to beat this team, and I give you a good reason why, and I have no crystal ball, but I can, I'm left brain, so that's just me. Analytical. All right. I don't like to, ready down to party all the time. No, man, I'm not that guy. But I like to talk. I like to be on here. And the reason I got here was because of my injury. It's not because I was trying to get famous or anything like that. Though on this platform, compared to like Facebook or like Instagram, where I've got considerably more, then I guess. But honestly, I don't even look at the numbers. Though they're there and I'm aware of them, they don't matter because they are good. I'm not here for the algorithm, and I'm not here to entertain it. And I'm not necessarily here to entertain you, but if you're here, then hey, welcome again. But honestly, I was here for me because I couldn't do anything, and I really still can't. I do what I do to try to stay in the best shape I can. I'm actually, you know what I'm saying? Tight, baby. Oh, I already told you about the tight top. All right. Let me tell you the story about this fucking hat. All right. Let me tell you the story about the hat. And YouTube, Google, don't fuck with me. You understand? That's not a threat. That's just me telling you that this is a story that I'm telling in first person because it happened to me. Though at times it may come into third person. Fuck it, I don't know. My autistic ass don't know. I'm Spectrum, bitch. Fuck with me. Autism awareness all day, all year. 365, 24/7. Big shout out to our first responders out there, law enforcement, our military. Thank you all. Our veterans. You guys mean so much, you don't even realize it. You know what? You guys do realize it. The rest of these stupid bastards, they don't realize it. I realize it. I'm privileged to be able to actually get along with veterans. And though I did not serve, I did not serve. I did not serve. I did not serve, but I have a tremendous amount of respect that I cannot put into words for the men and women that did in this country because without these people and without these first responders and without the police, you think it's bad now? You haven't seen bad because you haven't witnessed the things that these individuals have. They've been abroad to places that you wouldn't want to step your fucking foot in. But behind your keyboard, you're the bravest person in the world. No. You know, if you're going to be out there and you're going to participate in social media, then you have to be social. You can't sit and hide behind a keyboard. If you're going to be out there, I assume that if you don't come out and you're not in front of a camera, I'm assuming you're artificial intelligence because I got to be able to see you. Otherwise, motherfucker ain't real. That's right. Anyway, here we go. Story about the fucking hat. At least one story about the hat. Let me check these settings real quick because this motherfucker just popped up a message. Let me make sure it's nothing stupid. With my fucking luck, bro. Crazy. No, we're good. We're good. Everybody's heard me. All right. Good. Woo! Oh, shit. That's fucking funny. That's funny shit. I'm sorry, guys. If you have StreamYard, then you know they'll pop up messages to you and they'll show you things. And by the way, those of you that are on StreamYard that are actually watching me that subscribe, or people that think about subscribing, don't do it for notoriety, don't do it for fame, or to StreamYard, or going live, or doing YouTube, or Rumble, or X, or Twitch, or fucking Discord, whatever the fuck you do, Kick, it doesn't matter. YouTube, Facebook, fuck, I don't even know what the fuck the shit is anymore. But, do it because you have a goal. Our goal now on the show on Saturday, it's going to be about making it known and bring awareness to organizations that are helpful to people in need. I guess you could say charitable organizations. We're going to put all the ones up, and the guys at Angry Me, they're going to come up with some things of organizations, and we've been doing some research, Dave and I from Angry Me, about some organizations. So we'll have all those links up. So if you are in need of help, and don't be ashamed, it's perfectly normal. All right. In this day and age, with things the way they are right now, if you're struggling and you're in America and you're an American and you're a human being, and because we are Americans and we're a God fearing country, though we're supposed to be at least, we are supposed to be a Christian based society. Okay? Help thy neighbor. Just obey the laws of Moses. The Big Ten. We'll call them the Big Ten. Commandments. Yeah. It's wild out there, I'll tell you. It is wild. Anyway, let me tell you a story about the hat. So, the year is, let me think, it was election year, actually, 2000. I was working at Advance Auto Parts, and I'll continue to tell the story, Advance Auto Parts, till the day I fucking die. Please don't let it be today, Jesus. Thank you. Amen. Just in case. You never know. You gotta thank the Lord for everything, no matter what. Anyway, so I'm working at Advance Auto Parts, and I'm doing it because I'm bored. And it's not because, I guess I was semi-retired for the most part before, but I can't not do things. It's fucking crazy. I've been a mechanic my whole life. I worked my whole life. I've done my whole life. I've never not done. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I don't know. I was doing it and I really enjoyed it because not only have I had a relationship with Advance for the past 30 odd years since I've owned businesses, etc., all automotive related, I truly believe in their parts. They have the best parts, and that is an automotive plug for you, Advance. So don't be all bitchy because I still, if I need you or need to recommend somebody, Advance / CarQuest / WorldPack, parts wise, listen, from a master technician, I will tell you that if you have a competent person behind the counter and you shop with Advance Auto Parts, you will get the right part, you will get the best price, and you will have the best service. I guarantee it. Because honestly, the story about the hat, though it does have to do with Advance, is really not Advance's fault, and I'm not mad at Advance because we have a great relationship still. I want that to be known, make that clear. All right, so I'm working Advance, and I am the retail parts manager, and the place is like, I don't know, 2 miles away from my house. It's right next to an Arby's. There's a Lowe's right there across the street. We got a Walmart, yada, yada, yada. Plenty of places to eat. I don't ever take lunch because that wasn't like a thing. When I started working, I started working with my dad, okay? True story. 7 years old. I think I said this in the first episode, by the way. From the first episode, if you watch that, even the first 5 fucking minutes compared to now, I barely was able to figure out how to get the shit going on the live. So, yeah, crazy. Anyway, Advance Auto, been there for, I don't know. I was retail parts manager, so I've been there for like 8 months, 9 months, something like that. And I was working primarily nights. Didn't bother me. Now, I can't say the same for my wife. She really did not like me always being the guy closing because by the time I got out there closing, no matter how proficient I was at closing and efficient throughout the day with work, vice versa, at the same time, at an equal balance to where I'm unbelievable. Oh! Anyway, my wife wanted me to go ahead and see if whether or not we can do less closing shifts, less hours, or possibly, maybe move to days or whatever. So I was going to go in, and I did. I was going to write a letter from my boss, and I did. And I left a letter on his desk. He was off that day. He wasn't there. And right below or beneath him was me. So, though It didn't matter at that time because I'm off the clock. I'm not in uniform. I'm not representing Advance Auto in any way. I'm a private citizen. And until otherwise needed, I will remain that private citizen. But if you infringe on me, just like anything else, I'm going to react. And that's not an automatic right brain emotional reaction. My brain works differently than yours. I promise you that. So what I process, I do very quickly. Anyway, so I'm there. I drop off this letter basically saying that, can we lessen the times that I close or lessen the amount of hours that I close? Either way, I need to be able to do more at home to contribute, etc. Because happy wife, happy life is more than just a fucking saying. It is the shit. It means something. If it didn't, you think I'd be married for 18 years? Would you put up with me for 18 years? You're damn right you would. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Oh, I have no idea what you're thinking. I'm not a fucking psychic. But, in 18 years of being married, I love my wife more than I can put into words. So, her and my daughter are at the farm right now. They're going to be there through Saturday, I believe she said, which leaves me, the dog, and my son, which is fine. Driving like a fucking champ, knock on wood. I'm not taking credit for that, but I'm not saying I didn't help. That's facts. If you don't teach your children how to drive and do it right, and you rely on somebody else to do it, then shame on you for not being a fucking parent. Yeah, I said that. Crazy, but it's true. You want them to do it right, you show them exactly how to do it. You know why? Because, at least at my age, like I said, I'm close to 50 years old. Crazy. That's crazy when I fucking say that shit, man. Yeah, that's wild. But, whatever. It's a good thing. I'm getting ready to leave, and as I'm going, Jimmy, one of the employees there, who happens to also be autistic, except that motherfucker. He's not the same level of autism like me. That motherfucker. I thought, damn, I could take this motherfucker to the casino. Maybe he can count some cards. Didn't work. Didn't work. Not happening. Nope. I'm like, man, I love you, Jimmy, but I still do. I talk to him. Great guy. We're friends on Facebook and in real life. I worked with him for nearly the year I was there, 9 months, whatever it was. Anyway, Jimmy was a closet homosexual, which is perfectly fine. But I knew it like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, you just need to just be yourself, bro. Fucking just be yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to be happy. He's like, you sure? I'm like, I'm pretty fucking sure, bro. That motherfucker happy as hell now. Got him a boyfriend. I know he's the girl because he called himself on his post on social media a femboy, which means he likes to put on makeup and shit like that. Whatever. He's autistic. Like, bad. But I love that motherfucker. I don't care if he puts on makeup and he's gay and has a black boyfriend. Get the fuck. His boyfriend's autistic too. Matter of fact, Dad, on top of that, they went to my alma mater at Blue Valley. Where the fuck did I go to high school? I went to different high schools in different states, so Blue Valley Northwest is where I graduated. So yeah, they went to there, my alma mater. It's good. It's good. Good guys. Love 'em. Jackson. Peace. Anyway, walk in there, give him a hug, dab that shit up. And this dude, as I'm getting ready to leave, comes up to me, gets in my shit, and he says, I don't appreciate your hat. It offends me. Now, I'm not sure whether or not you have been able to tell, but me sitting down, I'm not a little person. I'm really not. And when I was there and I was still super fit, man, I'm telling you, I would fucking, boy, covered in tattoos. I was not, I was very friendly because that's just my nature. In all honesty, that's who I am. If that wasn't the truth, I wouldn't say it. But if you get in my face and you fuck with me about my hat, I'm going to react after I take everything to account faster than you will be able to finish the sentence. So I said, in the nicest way possible, for him to shut the fuck up. And then, because I'm not going to tell a lie, Honest Abe style, you work here? None of your motherfucking business. I want to talk to a manager. I said, I'm your fucking manager now, pussy. And I proceeded to fuck with him. I told him, you don't just come up to somebody and say some shit and expect there not to be any repercussions from it. Motherfucker, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. You know this. You're probably my age, if not older. You should have paid attention to something or somebody. You bitch motherfucker. So I told him, let's go outside. He didn't do shit. I'm like, pussy. I didn't flex or do anything else. I wasn't pretending to hit him or anything like that. I just shot him just like anybody else. Duh. Fuck, I want to fight. I'm gonna end up dying. I just got to break a sweat. That's stupid. No, I have no plans on doing anything. That was not serious. That was satire. Algorithm. Can't believe I gotta fucking say that after everything now. Ridiculousness. Anyway, I worked through all that. I was an essential worker. Let's just say that. That should cover everything from the last 4 years, let's say. So I never stopped working until I got injured, which brought here we are now, a year later. 240 some odd videos later. Now I'm gonna load up that LeBron video, the hidden one that I don't have on my channel. I like it. Gay Goat TV or whatever the fuck it is. Gay Goat James Goat, gayness. I don't remember what it was. It has something to do with gay goats. You guys have to look it up. Gay Goat, LeBron, Kingdom of Goats with LeBron and Diddy. It's the gayest shit I ever heard. Dude doesn't have a fucking clue what he's talking about. Like I say, it looks like a crackhead motherfucking Jamaican to me. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck his deal is with fucking Michael Jordan. Anyway, so advance after all things are said and done, though I did not lay hands on this man, and I was his manager. That motherfucker and said damn thing to me. Not because I'm Billy Badass. It's because I'd have fucking wrecked that motherfucker like nobody's motherfucking business, bitch. That's what's up. So that's the story. But the rest of it is that they no longer had a use for me after that due to conflict of interest. Let's say we'll call it that. I just resigned. We just had turned in a resignation letter as opposed to a modification of the schedule. We'll just leave it at that. The only other time anybody ever said anything to me ever about my hat, and I'm in Kansas City, so it might. I don't. We got a Democratic piece of shit governor. That's my opinion. You two don't fuck with me. It hasn't done shit. Just saying. Hopefully, we won't have around much longer. We don't want to be so lucky. Vote that shit out amongst other shit that's going to get voted out. Like certain people that their own parties telling them, hey, we really don't want you. We don't think you're the guy. You know what I'm talking about. The guy whose son has some cocaine in the White House. Shut down that motherfucker with some cocaine. Don't you fucking me, YouTube. You know that shit's true. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad I had a chance to talk tonight because if it wasn't this, yeah, I'm gonna blow that other episode. I'd be doing some other shit. I always have to do plenty of work. Anyway, so we parted ways over the hat. The other time was at a Walmart. Same shit. Dude just come up to me. This was an older man, so I was a little less threatening or hostile, if you want to consider it that. I just call it being me. But like I said, if you come and fuck with me about something, I don't care who you are. I'm gonna react the same way for the most part, unless there's gonna be a need for a different type of reaction, which very rarely happens. And the second time it happened was at a fucking Walmart. I was checking out, by my own fucking business. Dude come up, fucking talking shit. And I said, listen, man, I don't come to Walmart to have fucking political discussions. I'm here to grab my shit and get the fuck out. I'm not here to talk with you about fucking politics. Leave me the fuck alone. He looked at me. I said, he just fucking walked away. And that was it. Those are the only 2 times anybody's ever fucked me about my hat. I've been to downtown Kansas City. I've been to a lot of different places where this hat wasn't always appreciated. And I don't know why, still to this day. Maybe that's my autism. Don't know. Make America great again. You tell me what the fucking problem with that is. It doesn't want to live in a great country. You let me know. How great in America combined are bad things. Whatever. And also, to be clear, just because I'm very adamant about my support for current and ex-military does not mean I support any kind of conflicts. Let me be very clear on that. I'm not trying to advocate for more wars. That's not what I'm doing at all. No. No. Don't get it twisted. No, don't get it twisted. Don't let anybody lie to you about Michael Jordan either. It's a bunch of bullshit out there. A bunch of motherfuckers try to get on the media to be a bunch of little bitches to suck on a dick. That's not French, by the way. That's me poking fun of anybody that's out there trying to sit there and put themselves in that little box. To sit there and find other ways to bring them up just by tearing down the greatest player. That's just a joke. I asked the dude to come on a couple times. Motherfucker was like, he hasn't responded. I don't know. I don't remember his name, man. But anyways, goofy. Just goofy. Just look up gay goats or some shit. It's on there. Go goat. I don't know. Anybody think that fool's a goat and what that fool's done for the game for the last 20 years might be on his level of stupidity. Some call him a good business person. Maybe he's made some good business moves. Doesn't make him a good business person. Tom Brady might have done some good business moves. Doesn't make him a good business person. That motherfucker lost out big on some crypto, if I don't recall. You tell me if I'm wrong. Google, don't you fuck with me. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah, those are the only 2 times I had issue with the hat. I'm wearing the hat right now because I can wear whatever the fuck I want. That's what I can do. Not worried about it. Not here to please you. Not here to please the algorithm. I'm here because I got shit else to do. But now I got some purpose to try to help people. Still be able to speak my mind. Celebrate your freedom. What better way to celebrate your freedom than to speak your mind and be able to do it without being censored? All while telling the truth. Think about that for a second. You combine all those things full circle, and honesty is really all I'm being. I haven't told you any lies. I'm not trying to push any agendas. I don't, you know what? I used to say subscribe, notify, share, what. I don't care if you do any of that shit. It doesn't bother me because if it did, I wouldn't have 240 plus videos up. So it gives me something to do because I don't have anything else to do. And there's really not a whole lot else I can do. So, hey, this is what I got. Love me, hate me, really don't bother me. It really doesn't. That's the beauty of it because I'm not going to get mad about it. But I would get adamant about a certain debate. Maybe it's because I was a debater when I was younger. Maybe it's just because I want to call bullshit when I see it. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I'm fucking wired. I don't have an answer. But whatever it is, I'm not complaining about it. Yeah. It's wild. Some of the different things that you see. I've done a lot of research over the course of the last year. In comparison to where I am right now, I've learned how to do some editing. Still learning. There's a lot that goes along with it, but I can put some things together. Had a chance. I've always been avid in reading. Reading is very, very important. I encourage reading. That's a good thing. Algorithm. You can fucking give me a plus for that one. Reading's a good thing. The more we read, as long as what we're reading is actual, true, factual, if you can blend all that into the same article, or the same piece of literary work, whatever it may be that you're wanting to read, or whether you're more of a fiction fan, just read. Reading is good. Reading will make you more intelligent. You can fact check that too. We can go into dendrites. I can explain dendrites. I really don't want to, but just read if you can. Get off your technology. If you're going to be on social media, for God's sakes, be fucking social. Can you do that? Can you be social? Can that happen? Can there be a social media without being social? Let's see. Let's look at some shit here. I'm gonna fucking do this. Bear with me, guys. I say bear with me like there's anybody fucking watching and shit, but I'm not worried about that. Hold on a second. Let me find this. I think I'm gonna share this with you because I think it's important to see from point A to point B, at least something, give myself a barometer, yada, yada, yada. Maybe give you a barometer. And let's see where we started out at. Let's go back a year and find that episode. Let's find that episode. I want to see it. Because from what I can tell, from what I recall, it wasn't all that great. Yeah. Let me find it all on here. That would have been live. Yeah. It would have been live. So go down. Yeah. Been in a lot of lives. Clearly, camera does not bother somebody. Here we go. Look at that. My first episode is 48 minutes and 27 seconds long. That's good, I think. That's pretty good. Episode 1, The Phantom Merchant. All right, let's see what we got. I just look back down memory lane. See what we got. I'm going to share this. Hopefully you guys can. I'm just going to share the entirety of the screen. I think that if I, oops, you guys can see that, but that's me. Boom. So a year later, that's wild, right? That's crazy. Let's put full screen layout like so. And then let me get back on it like this. And oops. Let's just play this little portion of this video here and listen to it. My very first show. Union at the time. And it's just as true now as it's ever. Let's see. There's really nothing wrong with it. You figure out how to turn the camera on and go live. It says I'm live, and good morning to everybody. But me being live also doesn't tell me or show me rather that I'm actually here. I'll figure this out as we go. No big deal. For everybody that's tuning in, thank you. Good morning. Welcome. I hope you're having a great Sunday. If you can see me, that's wonderful. I just can't see you. So you're not missing shit.
That's all right. That's okay.
It's great. Past me, present me,
around and get it figured
future
out.
me all at the same time.
Anyway it goes.
Wow.
I'm still going to talk, and if you can hear me, then you can listen to me. So, whatever this camera nonsense that's wanted to cooperate, let me try this. So,
not a high budget operation.
Doesn't want to work on the regular cam, but to work on this camera. All right, well, give me just a second here. Resituate this. Didn't start out as swimmingly and smoothly as one would expect, but that's okay. That's not a bad thing because
Oh,
you
almost 2
learn
minutes.
from your mistakes.
That's right.
And you don't get
Absolutely.
frustrated and you don't give up.
Nope.
So we're going to kind of reset and restart this now that we've got the camera, even though I had it set up and tested just right with the camera on this computer, but that's okay. We'll go with this. I'll adjust this a little bit so you can.
Yeah, start
There we
doing that. Yeah.
Hello, good morning, happy Sunday. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Max, and I'm blessed to have you here, even if nobody's watching. I'm still here, and that's okay. I'd like to say thank you for everybody who is here. I'd like to thank my wife and my children for being so supportive of me and allowing me to find it in myself to be able to take that step and get out of my comfort zone to be able to talk to people and give some insight on things that I have particular interest in, and that is sports cards in particular, but sports generally and sports overall as a whole, and specifically sports cards. And if I were to get even more specific, I would say basketball being my number one, my ride or die, and then we got football. So, not saying anything bad about baseball, football, hockey, tennis, volleyball, golf, which is more of a game than a sport in my opinion. But anyway it goes, sports. So the reason we're here, and the reason I'm here, and the reason I made this show for today is to kind of give you an introduction to myself, backstory, if you want to call it that, a little bit of history, and just kind of let you know who I am and why I'm here. So once again, my name is Max, and the reason that I am here is to basically talk about sports cards, sports, and the sports card hobby. And in light of that, we can BS and debate and talk whatever you want. You go to certain channels, and you either got a channel that wants to talk about the sports card hobby, you got the channel that wants to talk about the GOAT, okay? And then you have another channel that wants to talk about sports news. So you got different channels for different things, and if we can incorporate something without making a jump mess of it into one, I think that'd be pretty cool. But with me, I was born in the 70s from the former Soviet Union. I moved to the States when I was 3-4 years old.
I'm going to cut it off
That was
there.
the early
That's
80s when I had come here.
still
and
true,
at
by the
that
way.
point in time,
I am from the former Soviet Union. Why do I say it like that? Because when I apply for a Amendment 2 type product, I take a NICS, and that's the form you fill out. And if I fill out Russian, then I get placed on hold because technically I was not born in Russia. I was born in the Soviet Union, which is why I have a former Soviet flag amongst some other Soviet things still, because I remember where I came from. I'm very fluent in my language still. It's my first language. I had to learn English. So, and I think at that point, that's a year ago. I don't know that a lot has changed, but a lot has changed. And it's yeah. That's episode number 1. And I stop right there and let me segue into something else because I want to keep it to about an hour tonight. Nobody's watching, and I still want to do a little bit of editing at the same time. So from the former Soviet Union, told you why it makes a difference, and also it's just it's whatever. To me, it doesn't mean anything. I'm Russian. I'm Soviet. I don't care. Whatever. I'm whatever you want me to be. But I'm also Jewish. Okay. And I like basketball. And I don't know if you saw that backstage. I was going to put up another camera since I upgraded the plan on the StreamYard. So I could put another camera up. Well, worth it. Pay the extra money, $50 a month if you can afford it. It's worth it. If you're going to do something like this, you don't need it. You can stream from your phone or whatever and be just fine. You just have to know how to do it. It's not hard, I promise. It's not. It really isn't. But I'm not here to give you advice on how to be the best at streaming or anything like that. I'm just telling you that, get out of your comfort zone and do things that make you uncomfortable so you're not going to be uncomfortable anymore. But it helps if you know what you're talking about. Just saying. Anyway, so I'm Jewish. I'm Soviet. If you want any more information, probably watch that first episode in 45 minutes. I think I would probably speak enough about myself. But Kwame Brown, watch him. I really, really, really enjoy him. But I was listening to him on his podcast, and he goes out live. Shows his face sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he's got a moderator. Sometimes he doesn't, et cetera, et cetera. And somehow they got on the topic of Jewish people, and instead of calling us Jews or Jewish people, he's calling us J people. Now, I don't know what a J people or a J person is, but don't call me a fucking J person. Don't call Jewish people J people. I don't want to ever be called or referred to as a J person. You fucking either call me Jewish, you call me a Jew. I'd rather have you call me a kike than call me a J person to my face. That's my personal preference, YouTube. And I can say that because I am Jewish. But don't call me J people. All right, we're Jewish. And if you somehow put us under some kind of umbrella that we're all some kind of evil, wicked group of individuals that control and own the world, I'm going to say you're fucking crazy. But what really got me is I'm making this comment. I'm like, stop calling Jewish people J people. And whoever's moderator would post my comments. But if I left out Jewish, then he would allow him to go. So shame on you, YouTube. What, you don't think that if people say Jewish, that Jewish people don't exist? Do you think that when there's articles published about Jewish people in mainstream media that they refer to Jewish people as J people? Why are you encouraging people to refer to other groups of people as J people? What the fuck is wrong with you? Jewish, Jew. Israeli, if you're from Israel, all right, don't call us fucking J people, because there's no such thing. And stop spreading lies that we somehow rule the world. That is absolute fucking nonsense. If you're not aware of who rules and runs things, you're wrong. It's not it's not even close. Now, are there people that might be Jewish that are involved in things that are well above our I wouldn't even call it a pay grade, but above our contemplation? Yeah, it's possible, sure. A lot of things are possible. But I'm telling you that the censorship of certain things is nonsensical. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. Stop it. Don't do it. All right? Don't do it. We don't like that. I speak for myself, but I don't. The J people, what the fuck? J people. That's the most nonsensical shit I ever heard. That's beyond nonsensical. That's about as nonsensical, if not more so, than LeBron being some kind of. LeBron is the EGOAT. He's not like the greatest of all times. If you want to call him having the greatest stat of all times or greatest stats of all time, whatever, that's fine. But by no means is this fucking fake, whiny little bitch the greatest basketball player of all time. You're out of your fucking mind. You haven't watched enough basketball. Not NBA, I'm talking basketball. You're not talking about basketball. I'm talking basketball. We can talk NBA, but I'm talking basketball. Motherfucker, you're crazy if you don't think Michael Jordan's the greatest player that's played basketball. And I can tell you other great players that are well, well beyond who you think is the great EGOAT. And Yeah, it's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. How much you get paid to push that fucking bullshit narrative, and how many people actually believe it? Then you've been picking on like one certain games of late back in '88. Isn't that when he won his DPOY back in '88 against who was runner up? Mark Eaton, and I think the year before it was Michael Cooper who won over the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken. I think Jordan actually had better defensive stats than Cooper did. And you keep going to '88 on a certain game based on an article written by some kind of LeBron fanboy that wants to do things to LeBron that Diddy probably, possibly, potentially already did to LeBron, or vice versa, or at the same time. That's just my opinion. I think that Diddy and LeBron are culpable of doing some diddling together. They diddled each other. Very possible. Prove me wrong. There's probably more proof that say I'm right than not. I'm not saying it happened, but I'm not saying it didn't. You just try to make excuses for him now. But that's just my opinion. I'm allowed to have that, remember? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a 5-star fucking general. You didn't know, did you? Yeah. So, guys, gals, everybody out there, I hope you are doing well once again. Staying safe, staying sober enough-ish. Also, yeah, I don't drink. I haven't drank in 13, 14 years. I don't know. I haven't drank all the time. I don't need to drink. No, thank you. So no, I don't have anything when it comes down to that. But, Saturday we're gonna be on live again. It's gonna be Angry Me. We're gonna put up these charities. Hopefully they'll be able to help some people out, because honestly that's what I feel best about, is helping others out. Makes me feel even better than going on here and talking shit and speaking my mind, which I also clearly enjoy. So yeah, Saturday night, 7:30, Dave, Tony, charities, ex-vets. I love working with them. Awesome. You guys need to thank them. Be happy that they're still here for you to speak with and learn from. Ask them questions. They'll be honest with you. Okay? They, from a lot, if not every ex-military member I've met, I've never ever had any of them refer to anybody other than, like, their everybody that they addressed that they served with were their friends. That's how they address them. It didn't matter if they were of a different nationality. It didn't matter if they were a different religion. None of that mattered. They were brothers in arms, literally. And that's the kind of relationship and the bond that they've built and established and maintained. So I think that in a lot of ways, the military the veterans that have come out and they've served and they've been with so many other people that have been as responsible for their safety and vice versa as the other person has. It didn't matter what color they were, or who or how they prayed, or whether or not they liked to company of men versus women. That's not important. They protected you. You loved them. You protected them. And it's all good that way. That's mad respect right there. That's real. Serious. I've been called a lot of bullshit. None of that, none of the things that I've been called that I don't even care about, because it doesn't even make sense or compute to me, because I know me better than anybody else on this fucking planet. Facts. And I stay the same. Stay true. I keep it 100. I'm as real as they get. I don't need to curse. I don't need to yell. I don't need to get animated. I can. Choose not to. So, once again, looking forward to Saturday. Let's help some folks out, put these charities up for people that need them, and hopefully that people will get the message, or we can put up some stupid fucking videos about somebody dancing or some of the other stupid shit I do, and it gets nothing accomplished. But hey, we can do whatever, right? Right. But once again, happy birthday, America. God bless everybody. Be safe out there. Stay away from stupid fucking people. They're everywhere. I promise you that. They're not going to help you. They don't care about you. And, you know, serenity prayer is important. You want me to read it off to you guys real quick? I can do that. It's fine. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Okay? Give me the strength to accept the things I cannot change. You understand? Give me the strength, Lord, to accept the things I cannot change. And this is not a biblical verse, by the way. So, YouTube, not biblical, not a biblical verse. And then the final verse is courage to change the things I can, wisdom to know the difference. It's an excellent prayer. Though it is not biblical, once again, YouTube, I'm not preaching the Bible, though I believe in Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I'm still Jewish. It's crazy. You know, Jewish and Jesus are the same because Jesus was Jewish. He never stopped being Jewish. All right, he was always Jewish. Christian translated means child of Christ. So you're a child of Christ, a follower of Christ. That's a good thing. That is also factual. Google, you can, or YouTube or Google, whatever the fuck you are. It's all true. I'm not lying. I'm not making things up. I'm just being real. Just saying. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, America. Thank you all for being a part of this tonight with me, your boy, Max T. And with that, I'm going to play the outro, intro, outro. It's the same until we change it, but I got to get with Dave and we'll get that figured out. Anyway, that's another story for another day. I'll give you more updates as the week goes along. Saturday, looking forward to it. And yeah, you guys can make it. Great. You get a chance to ever watch. Wonderful. You know what you can do to help the channel. Don't need to tell you. Other than that, I wish you all nothing but the best. I love you all. And this is Mad Max. Angry me, Max? Do I seem angry to you? Nah. Just being real. I'm out. Peace.
I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, hitting the licks in the band. Legacies.